me ask you something. How many times have you tried to change your life and failed? Maybe it was that workout plan you abandoned after a week, or the diet you promised to stick to until pizza night happened, or that early morning routine that lasted 3 days before your bed won the battle again. The truth is, it's not your fault. You don't need more willpower. You don't need more motivation. What you need is a system. That's what Atomic Habits by James Clear is all about. It's not a book full of hype. It's a blueprint, a strategy, a guide to becoming the person you truly want to be. And in this video, we're going to break it all down, not just the what, but the how and why. So grab a pen, or better yet, open your mind, because this might just change your life. The compound effect of tiny habits. Here's the big idea. Tiny changes make a huge difference. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in a year. James Clear calls these atomic habits, small behaviors, often overlooked, that compound into massive results over time. Think about it this way. If you improve just 1% every day by the end of 1 year, you're not just 365% better, you're 37 times better. Let that sink in. Now imagine the opposite. If you get 1% worse each day, those tiny losses accumulate too, until you're left wondering how everything spiraled. So the real question is, are your habits compounding for you or against you? Why most people fail? Let's get real. Most of us try to change by focusing on goals. I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to save $10,000. I want to read 50 books this year. But goals don't work by themselves, because once the goal is reached, then what? Worse, if we fail to reach it, we feel like failures. James Clear teaches us something powerful. Forget goals. Focus on systems. Systems are the processes behind your goals. If you're a writer, your system is sitting down to write daily. If you're a musician, your system is practicing, even when you don't feel like it. Here's a line from the book you need to remember. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. The 3 layers of behavior change. Here's where things get really interesting. Clear describes behavior change like an onion, with 3 layers. Outcomes, these are the results you want. Processes, these are the habits or systems you use. Identity, this is who you believe you are. Most people try to change by focusing on the outside layer, outcomes. But real, lasting change starts at the core, with identity. You don't just want to read a book. You want to become a reader. You don't want to run a marathon. You want to become a runner. Each habit you build is casting a vote for the kind of person you want to become. So ask yourself, who do you want to be? And what would that kind of person do every day? The habit loop, how habits work. Every habit, good or bad, follows the same loop. Cue, something triggers the habit. Craving, you feel a desire to act. Response, you take the action. Reward, you feel satisfaction, reinforcing the habit. Let's say you walk into your kitchen and see a cookie on the counter. That's the cue. You crave the sweet taste, that's the craving. You eat the cookie, that's the response. You enjoy the taste and feel pleasure, that's the reward. Repeat this a few times and boom, you've built a habit. Understanding this loop is key, because now you can use it to design better habits or break bad ones. The 4 laws of behavior change. James Clear gives us 4 simple rules, the backbone of building any habit. Let's explore them. 1. Make it obvious. Our brain is constantly scanning the environment for cues. Want to change your behavior? Change your environment. If you want to drink more water, keep a water bottle on your desk. Want to eat less junk food? Don't buy it in the first place. One powerful technique here is habit stacking. It works like this. After I current habit, I will new habit. Example, after I brush my teeth, I will meditate for 2 minutes. By tying a new habit to an existing one, you create a natural flow. It removes friction, and your brain loves it. 2. Make it attractive. Let's be honest, we're not robots. We won't stick to a habit if it feels boring or painful. So how do we make habits irresistible? One way is temptation bundling. This means combining something you need to do with something you want to do. For example, Only watch Netflix while you're on the treadmill. Only listen to your favorite music while cleaning. When a habit feels good, it sticks. Also, surround yourself with people who live the habits you want. Want to work out? Hang with people who do. Environment and community shape behavior more than you think. 3. Make it easy. Perfection is the enemy of progress. The more complicated a habit is, the more likely you'll skip it. James Clear introduces the 2-minute rule. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes. Don't try to read 50 pages. Just read 1 page. Don't try to write a chapter. Just write 1 sentence. Starting is the hard part. Once you begin, momentum takes over. Also, reduce friction. Lay your workout clothes out the night before. Delete social media apps off your phone. The easier the path, the faster the progress. 4. Make it satisfying. Our brain is wired to repeat what feels good and avoid what doesn't. So when building habits, make them feel rewarding right away. Use a habit tracker. Physically check off the habit every day. That small sense of progress is incredibly motivating. You can even use visual cues, like putting marbles in a jar every time you do a habit. It feels silly, but it works. 1 rule: never miss twice. Missing once is human. Missing twice is the start of a new habit, in the wrong direction. Breaking bad habits. What about the habits we don't want? Use the same 4 laws, in reverse. Make it invisible, remove cues. Keep the cookies out of sight, make it unattractive. Focus on the cost, not the pleasure. Make it difficult, add friction. Use app blockers, log out, make it annoying. Make it unsatisfying, use accountability. Tell a friend, create a consequence. Bad habits don't die from discipline, they die from disinterest. Design your environment to make them harder, not tempting. Real-life example, the power of small wins. Let's take an example from the book, the story of a man who lost over 100 pounds. He didn't start with running 5 miles a day. He started by driving to the gym, walking in for 5 minutes, and leaving. That's it. It sounds useless, but it wasn't, because he was casting a vote for the identity of someone who goes to the gym. And over time, that identity grew stronger. So did his habits. So did his results. The small win created a ripple effect. Don't break the chain. Want to make habits unbreakable? Try this idea. Don't break the chain. Every day you perform your habit, mark an X on the calendar. Do it daily. Build the streak. Soon you won't want to break the chain, not because of the habit, but because of the identity you're building. Systems over goals. Here's a tough truth. Goals are temporary. Habits are permanent. Imagine 2 people trying to run a marathon. They both have the same goal, but one person follows a system. They wake up early, follow a training plan, track their progress. Who's more likely to succeed? Systems win, every time. So don't obsess over outcomes, obsess over inputs. Because when you fall in love with the process, the results follow. Final thoughts. Who are you becoming? Atomic Habits isn't just a book about habits, it's a book about who you are becoming. Every action you take is a vote for the kind of person you want to be. You are not just quitting smoking, you are becoming a non-smoker. You're not just writing, you're becoming a writer. You're not just budgeting, you're becoming someone who's financially wise. You are building yourself, brick by brick, habit by habit. So here's the question, what are you voting for today? Because in the end, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Build systems, build identity, build your future, one atomic habit at a time. If this summary made you think, if it gave you one spark of insight, then imagine what the full book could do. If you found value here, hit the like button, subscribe for more mind-shifting book summaries, and comment below. What's one tiny habit you're starting today? Remember, change doesn't have to be big, it just has to be consistent. Thanks for watching, and never forget, small is powerful.